Professor Laura once again. We're going to go over the top of page 79, even though we're already done with this, because I didn't go over the second part. We're going to do a little bit of practice now, which should be kind of fun here. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is a short dialogue. Listen and repeat. These are the answers. These are the answers to the top of page 79, your cell practice. Candace broke her leg yesterday. That's terrible. What was she doing? She was skiing. How fast were you driving when you got a ticket? I wasn't driving very fast. What time did the show start last evening? It started at 6 p.m. Did your team win at halftime? No, we lost. Did you go to John's party on Saturday? No, I didn't. What about you? Yes, I went. It was fun. Okay, we can't do a group activity, but you can write sentences in the boxes in order to practice what you were doing last Friday night. Okay, so I'm going to give you mine as an example. You're going to write down in the first box what you were doing last Friday night, what you were doing yesterday at 6 p.m., and what you were doing this morning at 8 a.m. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'll be your partner. Okay. Last Friday night, I was reading a book. Last Friday night, I was reading a book. Yesterday at 6 p.m., I was eating dinner. Yesterday at 6 p.m., I was eating dinner. This morning at 8 a.m., I was exercising. This morning at 8 a.m., I was exercising. I'll spell it for you. E-X-E-R-C-I-Z-I-N-G. I was exercising. Or you could say I was working out. Either one is okay. That's what I was doing. Okay, so just write down, put me on pause and write down what you were doing last Friday night. Last Friday night, I was. Or I was da-da-da-da last Friday night. You can do it either way. Yesterday at 6 p.m., I was. This morning at 8 a.m., I was, and then something ing. Okay? All right. Now this is a fun one. Okay. Now we're going to talk about what the people are doing in the picture. This is a fun game. Okay. Now the questions are on page 104. I don't think I have them in here, but I don't think I have the 104 questions. Okay. All right. So you're going to look at the picture. You're going to look at page 104 and you are going to answer the questions. This is what people were doing in the park on Sunday. This is very similar to Citizens Park, so you can think of it that way. Busan has a beautiful Citizens Park. If you haven't been there, you should go. Go to Samyang, go out exit 13, and just keep walking straight, and you will soon reach the park. There's a CU in the corner, but it's easy to find. It's about 4 blocks from exit 13 in Samyang subway. All right. What were Russell and Jim doing? What were Russell and Jim doing? Take a look at them. What are they doing? They were riding bikes. They were riding bikes. Was Billy swimming? Was Billy swimming? Where is Billy? Look in the top. He's got a little hat on, little blue hat on. Billy was flying a kite. Billy was flying a kite. What was Ethan doing? What was Ethan doing? He's at the bottom. Ethan was doing yoga or practicing yoga. We usually say practicing yoga because you're always improving with yoga. You can never be perfect in yoga. Who was pushing a baby stroller? Who is pushing a baby stroller? Mary was pushing a stroller. Mary was pushing a stroller. What was Trish eating? What was Trish eating? Trish was eating ice cream. Trish was eating ice cream. What were Kate and Owen doing? What were Kate and Owen doing? Kate and Owen were having a date. Kate and Owen were having a date. They're in love. Oh, how that's very sweet. What was Linda doing? Oh, that's what I like to do. Linda was reading. Linda was reading. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, so have fun looking at this and talking about what people were doing. Just talk about it with yourself, okay? And then go to page 104 and answer the questions. All right, now we're going to do the next page. Questions, page 83. Okay, we're going to go to page 83. A. Look at the pictures taken at 2 p.m. yesterday. Write a full sentence to describe what the people were doing in the location shown. Trey was on the bus. Trey was checking his phone. He was on the bus. The Connors were taking a selfie. That's a picture of yourself. They were at the zoo. Anne was eating lunch. She was at the park. Tom and Sue were shopping. They were at the supermarket. Roy was fixing his bike. He was at work. Now think about what you were doing at 2 p.m. yesterday. Write down I was. Okay? And for me, I was studying a class. I was taking notes. I was taking notes. I was studying a class about writing a book. So I was taking notes. Okay, part B. Part B. This is grammar review, page 83, part B. Elizabeth was busy this morning. Look at the picture and use the words in parentheses to make true sentences. She was first of all, she was ironing clothes. Ironing clothes means using something to make your clothes flat. You're steaming them. He was talking on the phone. Sorry, she was talking on the phone. She was holding a baby. She was holding a baby. She was drinking juice. She was drinking juice. She was using a computer. She was using a computer. She was wearing a scarf. She was wearing a scarf. Okay, there are your answers. 83B. She was talking on the phone. She was holding a baby. She was drinking juice or drinking juice. Either way is okay. She was using a computer. She was wearing a scarf. Combine the sentences with when. Use simple past and past progressive. Rick was swimming when it started to rain. Nora was dancing when she fell down. Chen and Aki were playing baseball when they broke a window. Ooh. Garth was jogging when he dropped his phone. Carrie was waiting when she met Mark. Joel and Irene were eating breakfast when the parcel, the box, was delivered. Okay, once again, Nora was dancing when she fell down. Chen and Ollie were playing baseball when they broke a window. Garth was jogging when he dropped his phone. Carrie was waiting when she met Mark. Joel and Irene were eating breakfast when the parcel was delivered. Optional activities. These are great practice, but they're not on the tests. Okay, we're going to do some listening. On Unit 10. Okay. All right, we're going to listen about Karen. Did you see Karen yesterday? Yes, I saw her at work. How was she feeling? She was still feeling a bit sick. Did she go to the hospital? No, she didn't. She was too busy. Conversation 2. Where were you on Saturday? I was at home with Patrick. What were you doing? We were cleaning the garage. Was Brian helping you? No, he was at his friend's house. The garage is where you park the car in a house. Cleaning the garage. Okay. Conversation 3. When did you see David? I saw him last Friday in the cafeteria. What was he doing? He was having lunch with Larry. Did you ask about the meeting on Monday? No, I forgot. Okay, let's look at this one more time. Where was Karen yesterday? And okay, let's listen. Did you see Karen yesterday? Yes, I saw her at work. How was she feeling? She was still feeling a bit sick. Did she go to the hospital? No, she didn't. She was too busy. Okay. So, where was Karen yesterday? She was at work. How was she feeling? She was feeling sick. Conversation 2. Where were you on Saturday? I was at home with Patrick. What were you doing? We were cleaning the garage. Was Brian helping you? No, he was at a friend's house. Okay, what was Patrick doing? He was cleaning the garage. Was Brian at home? No, he wasn't. He was at a friend's house. Conversation 3. When did you see David? I saw him last Friday in the cafeteria. What was he doing? He was having lunch with Larry. Did you ask him about the meeting on Monday? No, I forgot. Okay. Where was David when the woman saw him? He was in the cafeteria. What was Larry doing when the woman saw him? He was having lunch. Specifically, he was having lunch with David. Pronunciation. Where was that? Now, when you hear was and the, they're squished together. Was the, was she, the two S's, pardon me, are put together. Was he, they're kind of squished together. Were you, sounds like were ya. When were ya, the R and the Y get squished together. When did the, why did he, sounds like did he, drop the H. How did she, when did ya, it kind of sounds like did ya. Okay. Where was the woman going? Why was she shouting? How was he feeling? Sounds like was he. How was he feeling? When were you dancing? When were you dancing? You can also say were you, but normally it kind of sounds like were ya. What did the man do at noon? What did the man do at noon? Why did he go to the restaurant? Why did he go to the restaurant? How did she get home? How did she get home? When did you see the movie? When did you see the movie? Now we're going to look at the writing. Disappointed. Disappointed. You didn't get what you wanted, so you're feeling sad. To forget. To not remember. Most people forget an umbrella when they're leaving the house. Check a phone for messages. You're looking for text or voice messages on your phone. Blouse. Blouse. It's a woman's shirt. They're usually looser than a man's shirt. Zoo. Place to see animals. These are flamingos. Zoo. Place to see animals. Scarf. Thing that it goes around your neck or possibly all the way up around your head. Scarf. The woman in the picture is wearing a big white scarf. To hold. To have something in your hand or in your arms. You can hold a baby. This man is holding a camera lens. Parcel. A parcel is a box that is shipped from one place to another. Parcel. It's a box that is shipped from one place to another. Okay. Tracy had a very bad day, and she's talking about what happened during her very bad day. A diary is when you write down what happened during your day. It's a good idea for you to practice English by writing a few sentences in English every day about what you did. Your English will get better. Dear Diary, today was the worst day ever. My alarm didn't ring, so I woke up late for my new job. When I left the house, it was raining. I went back to get an umbrella, but the rain stopped when I was inside. I arrived at work at 4:30 p.m. Sorry, I arrived at work at 9:30 a.m. My boss looked disappointed. I put my things down and went to get a coffee. When I was walking back to my desk, I tripped on a power cord. I spilled coffee all over my white blouse and on my boss's pants. I stayed at work to 7 p.m. because I didn't want to see my boss again. When I finally got on a bus to go home, I was checking my phone for messages. That's when I forgot my umbrella. I hope I never get another day like today. One more time. Dear Diary, today was the worst day ever. My alarm didn't ring, so I woke up late for my new job. When I left the house, it was raining. I went back in to get an umbrella, but the rain stopped when I was inside. I arrived at work at 9:30 a.m. My boss looked disappointed. I put my things down and went to get a coffee. When I was walking back to my desk, I tripped on a power cord. I spilled coffee all over my white blouse and my boss's pants. I stayed at work until 7 p.m. because I didn't want to see my boss again. When I finally got on a bus to go home, I was checking my phone for messages. That's why I forgot my umbrella. I hope I never have another day like today. Let's look at our questions. Why did Tracy go inside again in the morning? Well, she went back in to get an umbrella. What was she doing when she spilled coffee? She was walking back to her desk. What was she doing when she got on the bus? She was checking her phone for messages. What did she forget at the bus stop? She forgot her umbrella. Why did Tracy go inside again in the morning? Tracy forgot her umbrella. What was she doing when she spilled coffee? Tracy was walking back to her desk. What was she doing when she got on the bus? Tracy was checking her phone for messages. What did she forget at the bus stop? She forgot her umbrella. Okay, today we covered past progressive tense. So this is very important here. The page 83 is very important because it goes over the questions that are likely to be on your test. The type of questions. So what happened? Roy was fixing. So know how to answer these. She was talking on the phone. She was holding a baby. Okay. And how to make these complete sentences. Nora was dancing when she fell down, past tense. If you can do that, then you understand how to put the sentences together. A great way to practice is look at this really fun classroom activity and talk about, just say it out loud and talk about what people are doing. Billy was flying a kite. Trish was eating ice cream. Liam was holding a balloon. Ron and Edith were walking. Jen and Ray were jogging. Russell and Jim were riding bikes. Josie was eating a hot dog. Mary was pushing a stroller. Ben was walking his dog. Kate and Owen were having a date. Mary was pushing a stroller. Linda was reading. And Ethan was doing yoga. So have fun just practicing these sentences about what people were doing in the park on that day. Okay, so be able to answer a question. What were you doing last Friday night? What were you doing yesterday at 6 p.m.? What were you doing this morning at 8 a.m.? Remember, if you're asked this question on a test, you can lie. You don't have to sit there and think about what you were doing. You can just say something. Last Friday night, I was in Paris. It doesn't matter as long as you say a complete sentence and it's correct English. I was studying. Last Friday night, I was studying. Yesterday at 6 p.m., I was eating dinner. This morning at 8 a.m., I was working out. I was blank ing. Okay. Also, be sure you understand your A and B. You understand how to make these sentences. What was someone doing when something else happened? She was something ing. Okay. Practice that. Practice these here. Was Trevor playing golf yesterday? No, he wasn't. He was playing tennis. Okay. Understand how to talk about what someone was doing at a particular time. And go over your grammar focus. Be sure you can ask and answer questions using was and wasn't, were and weren't for we, you, and they. Okay, we understand how to put these sentences together and understand the vocabulary. All right, we finished off Unit 10. Great job, guys. Have a wonderful day.